Hello, greetings to all Pikmin fan. Pikmin 4 is now out and you'll be able to play this game into your PC. So if you don't have a Nintendo Switch but want to try out and play this game, then this is a perfect video tutorial for you to watch because I'm going to teach you everything you need to get started. So first of all, what you need is that you will need to have all of these free files here that I have in my desktop, and that you will also need to install an app called ryujinx. So for those who do not know and are new, ryujinx is an emulator that can play Nintendo Switch games as long as you have all of these files here installed in ryujinx. Without these files, ryujinx emulator will not be able to play Switch games. So first of all, I'm going to teach you now where to get ryujinx emulator first, okay? So open a web browser and just type in ryujinx emulator and hit search. ryujinx.org is the official website, so be sure to click on that. And then all you have to do now is just click on download here. And if you're using Mac, be sure that you are on Mac OS 11 or later version in order for you to install ryujinx. And if you're from Linux, you can get the installer here. And if you're from Windows, you can get the installer here. So since I have already installed ryujinx emulator into my PC, so I'm just gonna skip on this part, because the download and installation process is really straightforward and that anyone can do this and any noob can do this. But the official way to get ryujinx is only on this website, so be sure to get ryujinx only on this site, okay? So I'm gonna minimize this now, and I'm gonna assume that you have already installed the latest build of ryujinx. So if this is your first installation, be sure to boot up ryujinx emulator now and run it. And you'll be met with certain errors saying that you will need some certain files installed into your ryujinx emulator in order for it to run and play Switch games. So again, what are those files if you're asking me that? So these are all that files. These files are the Nintendo Switch firmware and the Nintendo Switch case. Both should be in version 16.0.3 in order for it to run and play Pikmin 4. And your Pikmin 4 should either be in XCI or NSP file format, but in this video tutorial, I'm using NSP file format. So now, if you're asking me where to get all of these files here, the only legal way to do this is that you own a Nintendo Switch console and that you have modded it and have installed a custom firmware in it. Because if it has a custom firmware installed in it, that means that you can access your Nintendo Switch system files. And once you have access on those system files, all you have to do is just transfer all of these files, copy all of these files from the Switch into your PC. Now, in order for you to get Pikmin 4, there's no other way around this, but you should buy the game, have a physical copy of that game, or a digital copy of that game by buying the game in the eShop. And once you have done that, then you can now just back up that game digitally into an NSP or XCI file format, just like mine here. So, if you have a Switch but don't know how to mod or install custom firmware, or you don't have a Switch at all but still want to play this Pikmin 4 game here, but don't know where to get all of these files, so I'm just gonna save you the hassle and teach you where to get all of these three files here, okay? So in order for you to get all of these three files, I'm just gonna leave a QR code here wherein you can scan it with your QR code reader into your mobile phone so that you will be redirected to the page wherein you can get all of these three files. So once you are in approms.com, all you have to do is just hover down in the middle part of the website so that you'll get Pikmin 4. And once you have done that, hover down below a little bit and you'll be seeing the links to the firmware and the keys file for the Switch. So be sure to check out the entirety of the website so that you'll get all of these free files. So since you have been using your phone to scan the code, so you are downloading the files into your phone, so just transfer them into your PC now once you have downloaded all the files, assuming that you are using an Android mobile device. So be sure to use your USB cable. So now, I'm going to assume that you already have a copy of the file, so it's time to install them into your ryujinx. To do this, just go to ryujinx, go to File, go to Open ryujinx folder, and then look for System folder. The next step to do is just open this keys 16.03 file, click on that, and then just select all of that file and then transfer them into this folder. This folder should be empty because it's your first installation. Now close in this. Now the next step is to install the Switch firmware file. To do this, just go to ryujinx again and go to Tools, Install a firmware, install a firmware from XZR zip file, and then locate that firmware file. And once done, hit Open. And then will be a notification saying that you will need to install the latest firmware, and then hit Yes, and it will say Successfully installed, and hit OK. You'll know that it is successful because it will say here, system version is 16.0.3, the same as the firmware version of the Switch, and also it will show you all of your Switch games and show you their game icons. So if you see a game icon that is blank or black, that means that you're using an outdated firmware. So be sure to follow only the QR code that I put in the screen so that you'll only get this 3 files here perfectly for ryujinx so that you'll be able to play Pikmin 4. Now, the next step now is to optimize your ryujinx in order for you to fully optimize and play Pikmin 4 into your PC with no issues at all. To do this, just go to Options, go to Settings, and in this part, just pause the video and copy every setting that you see from here so that you'll be able to play Pikmin 4. Now, the game directories is wherein you'll put your Nintendo Switch games. It could be anywhere to your PC as long as you know where it is, and also your Switch games should be in XCI or NSP file format. So that's the only format that the ryujinx will be able to detect. Now go to Input. It is better to use a controller rather than mouse and keyboard while playing Switch. Go to Player 1, hit Configure, and then locate your controller. So I'm just gonna reconnect my controller because it's not being detected. Okay, now. So here is now being detected, Nintendo Switch Pro controller. And if you have an Xbox or PlayStation controller or any PC controller at all, just connect them here and then just map them up according to your liking here. And also, the left and right sticks should be in 0.20% so that there will be no drifting into your playthrough. And once done, hit save. Now go to System, just pause the video, copy the settings, and the graphics tab. So this is the most important part, so be sure to copy everything. So graphics backend multi-threading should be on, and graphics backend API should be Vulkan. Your preferred GPU should be your dedicated graphics card. And in the enhancements, you should enable shader cache and enable macro HLE. Resolution scale should be in 2x resolution so that the game will look much sharper and much more beautiful than the native resolution of the Switch. But if your PC can't handle 2x resolution, then just revert back to the native resolution, which is the native resolution of the Switch, which is 720p or 1080p. Now, post-processing effects should be none, upscale should be in bilinear, and isotropy filtering should be auto, and aspect ratio should be in 16:9. And once you have done all of this, hit apply and save. Now your ryujinx emulator is now fully capable and fully optimized to run Pikmin 4 and any of the released Nintendo Switch games that are now out. So, a little bit of a disclaimer, I will not be able to show you a gameplay of Pikmin 4 because we all know that Nintendo is really strict on this kind of content and they don't really want it to be shown in the internet. So if I show you guys a gameplay that Pikmin 4 is running into my PC using ryujinx emulator, then my channel will be in trouble, my videos will be taken down, and my channel will be taken down, and that would be a major hassle. So guys, I hope you do understand, but as long as you have followed all the steps that I've shown you in this video tutorial, then you're guaranteed to get all of these files here. You'll be able to optimize your ryujinx and set it up correctly in order for it to play Pikmin 4. So if you have some questions regarding the installation process of Pikmin 4, just leave a comment in the comment section below and I'll try my best to answer all of them. Please do subscribe to my channel, this will help me out. Thank you for watching and see you next time. Goodbye for now.